Hey there, folks. Well, as the Jets get ready for the start of organized team activities on May 22nd, and then about a couple months later, the beginning of training camp in late July, let's examine what their most interesting non-quarterback position battle is. We all know that Sam Darnold versus Josh McCown for the Week 1 starting job will be the marquee thing that everybody's watching throughout spring practices and throughout training camp. Obviously. So what is the most interesting non-quarterback position battle? On the defensive line, you have a guy, Nathan Shepard, a third-round pick, who will be battling for playing time there at defensive end, at 3-4 the position that Mo Wilkerson used to play. But I think the most interesting, head-on 1v1 position battle besides quarterback would be a tight end, because the Jets got some fairly reasonable productivity, and maybe it would have been more productivity if they had involved him more last season from Austin Seferian-Jenkins. He signs with the Jaguars. The Jets opt to not replace him in free agency. Instead, they draft Chris Herndon, and then they also kind of cast their lot a little bit with Jordan Leggett, a fifth-round pick last year, who did not play as a rookie because of a knee injury. Now, it'll be interesting to see whether Leggett can hold on to his #1 job, which is really a job that he never really had in the first place, except for maybe the couple months there, 1 month or so between free agency and the draft. Herndon will have some challenges, certainly challenging Leggett for that starting job, coming off a torn MCL that required surgery and caused him to miss his final 2 games at Miami. Leggett maybe has some things that Herndon doesn't, which is experience in the Jets system, such as it is now. Don't expect too much of a overhaul from John Morton to Jeremy Bates. So maybe a little bit of a leg up from an experience standpoint there with Leggett. Herndon's advantage, potentially athleticism and a better pass catcher than Jordan Leggett. Mike McCagnon came out right after the draft and said that he thinks Herndon can be an athletic and pass-catching upgrade from what the Jets currently have at tight end. So maybe that doesn't bode well for Jordan Leggett, but ultimately he'll go out there in training camp and get a chance to prove it against the guy who had knee surgery just a couple months after him last season. So they're essentially both rookies. It'll be a fascinating battle between the two of them, and obviously tight end will have to be an important part of this Jets West Coast offense with new offensive coordinator Jeremy Bates. So tight end, the position battle to watch, at least for me here, outside of quarterback.